Rasmus, first time to Hawaii, first impressions.
Well, this is a wonderful place. I really enjoy the laid-back atmosphere, and I'm so amazed by the impact that an Ironman or a triathlon event can have on a whole community. I mean, you can't move yourself 100 yards in any direction. You see somebody out training, or you see a sign of some triathlon product or something. It's quite amazing how it's just all over the place. But it seems like a beautiful area. I haven't seen too much of it, unfortunately. I've been riding on the turbo trainer most of the times, out on the balcony and only out running. But I have been out now. I took the whole bike tour by car yesterday, so I have been over the course now and have seen a little bit of it. But I got to the island 1 week later than what I had planned, so I didn't have time, or I'm not getting any time to go out and see much, or do any snorkeling or anything. That'll have to wait for next year, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, talk about it, because you're a week late. So let's talk about the hand. A couple of weeks ago, you had an accident in Denmark, and tell us about the injury, what it is, and what it's going to take for you to have a good race on the weekend.
Yeah, well, I had a bike accident 2 weeks ago. It was actually 3 days before my planned departure to go to Kona. I was out riding with my coach, and we were riding in the rain, and we came to a roadworks where they had these wooden plates sort of covering holes in the road, and unfortunately enough I slid, and I landed down on my left side, but I must have done something holding onto the handlebars that must have twisted my hand, so I got a pretty bad fracture out here on the metacarp, of my little finger, and I had X-ray done, and it turned out that it was broken badly enough to need a surgery. So I had surgery 2 days later. I was able to pull some strings to get it done by the best surgeon in in hand surgery that we have in Denmark, and had it done so quickly. But still, the surgeon he was laughing at me when I said I was going to do Ironman in 2 weeks, and he didn't really want me to do that. So I mean, just it was disrespectful to his work. I think that's how he felt. But I found out in the beginning. I was very disappointed, very devastated about what happened. But already 24 hours later, I sort of changed it into a big challenge instead. I said, well, I'm going to try and do it. I got so much encouragement from people around me, and even people I didn't know send me emails and stuff saying, hey, this is not the way you should end this season. You need to go there and prove what you're worth. And I said, well, I'm going to try. I'm going to prove the surgeon that he's wrong, that you can actually heal a broken bone like that a lot faster than the 4 weeks that he anticipated. So I decided to try to do it, try to get the treatment that I could, try to do my best, do the training that I was able to, and say, well, it might take me 10, 12 days out of the water, out of the saddle, but still I'm going to run. I could do that, and then try to get the most of it, and see. I thought in this situation I have nothing to lose. If I can go over there and still make a great result, people are going to say, "Wow, that was something out of the ordinary." And if not, I'll have the experience leading towards next year. So I thought there was a lot of reason to go, and only very few reasons to stay.
So let's talk about the hand is going to be a problem in a few different areas, in the swim and on the bike, hanging onto your bike especially. You're going to have to change some things on your Boardman bike. Tell us what they are.
Yeah, I've made a few adjustments on my Boardman bikes to get ready to do the whole bike ride in a proper way. I've reversed the 2 gear shifters, so I put sort of the rear derailleur on the left, because I can use my left hand all the time. And then the few times that I'll need to change on the front, I'll have to cross over and do that. But that should work. I mean, it's more of a problem, I think, to hold on to the aero bars, and especially the handlebars. If it gets very windy, I think that could be a problem. It is a bit painful for me to hold on, and if it does get windy, if I do have to get out of the saddle, I might have to bite my tongue a few times to get through that. But well, if you have a bigger goal, you can make yourself go through that.
This is your second only Ironman. You did your first in Ironman China this year. Very hot conditions, very similar to this place. So you would almost think that was, great training for this race too, right?
Yeah, coming into the season, I was looking at where I would go to qualify for Hawaii, because Hawaii was the main reason that I made the change from ITU racing to Ironman. And I wanted to find somewhere where I could get the most experience leading towards Hawaii. And I thought China was supposed to be very, very hot and on a course that resembles this one quite in a few ways. And it turned out to be like the hottest day they've ever had in April or something like that. So it was actually a lot warmer, a lot more humid than it is here in Kona. And I think that was an unbelievably good experience for me, very important leading towards this race, because when I came here and stepped out of the plane, I didn't say, whoa, wow, what was that? I was wondering, well, it's nowhere near China. So I think I have that advantage to a lot of the other athletes, that I've actually raced in conditions that were a lot tougher than this. And hopefully that's gonna be good for me.